Howdy team, welcome to my kitchen. It's nice to be here with you today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or depending on where you are and what time you're watching this video. Today, we are gonna make one of my favorite stews that I've ever had. And I know it's, for those of you in North America, it's the middle of summer, it's hot. For those of you in the Middle East and China, it's extremely hot. And so you might be thinking, what is he thinking? Why in the world would he make a hot stew for this cooking competition? And I'll tell you, it's because it is hands down, I think, it might be the best dish I've ever had. So
that's the movie I ever saw.
I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the ingredients that we're going to start with, and then we're going to start our preparation. So we've got some cilantro here, fresh cilantro, salt, pepper, 2 different kinds of onions. We've got a red onion, a sweet Vidalia onion, some limes for some fresh lime juice. We've got coconut, whole tomato, sliced, hot, pickled cherry peppers. And you can set the heat out, and that acidity is wonderful in the dish. Some extra virgin olive oil, some garlic. We've got a red pepper and a green pepper. And then our proteins, we've got some shrimp, some large shrimp, about a pound. And then we've got, I'm using cod, Atlantic fresh caught cod. And you can substitute any kind of local fish that you've got. White flaky fillets are the best for this dish.
Shark! It's a shark!
And in terms of tools, we're not gonna need a lot. Just a knife to be able to cut up our ingredients. We've got a food processor here. Over here, we've got our Dutch oven that we're going to mix everything in and cook it up. And
you're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah.
That's about it. So what is it? What is this stew that he's raving about? And it is a Brazilian shrimp and fish stew called moqueca.
What? What?
And I do not have any Brazilian relatives, so I have probably butchered that.
That's not right.
Anyone that has ties to Brazil, I would love it if you could correct me and tell me what the proper pronunciation of this dish is. In the meantime, we'll just call it delicious. Okay, so we're gonna prep all of our ingredients now. First thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna cut the fish up into about 1 inch or 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch cubes. And I'm gonna speed up certain parts of the video so that it looks like I'm going super fast, but just know I'm not. All right, we're gonna cut up the cilantro. And then we're just gonna do a coarse chop on our peppers. The skin off. Not too much, but a little bit. Ooh, oh, that's strong. Our lime juice, fresh lime juice. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're going to mince. I don't have a garlic mincer. If I had a garlic mincer, it probably would have saved us some time, but I'm just going to chop it finely a couple different ways, and we're going to call that minced. Woo!
It's so crazy.
All right, and about a 1/2 cup of coarse onions, and we're going to put this all in the food processor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo!
Best I ever had. Thank you.
Jar that had the peppers. We're going to need a little. And then we're going to add the rest of the onion into our food processor. 1/2 cup or so of cilantro. I like cilantro. We're going to do a little extra. We're going to add tomatoes and the juice. Peppers. I'm going to add our garlic in here. And we are going to stir this. Tomato sauce is entering the room. got our fish and shrimp added, lime juice, a little more cilantro, all that yummy cilantro in there, and our pepper sauce. Oh, this looks delicious. That liquid is nice and hot. I'm just going to cover this. I'll turn the burner off, and we're going to be ready to test this, to try this in just 5 minutes or so.
I waited there outside.
Stick around. And sometimes I use Siri as a timer. Hey Siri, set a 5-minute timer. All right, so this is going to continue to cook. The protein's going to continue to cook in that Dutch oven, so I turned the heat back off. The shrimp is opaque now. Looks like it's just about perfect. The fish is just starting to flake apart. That's going to be perfect. I have some white rice in the bowl, a little sticky rice that I use, but you can use any kind of rice that you want. Just as a little bit of a base is wonderful. And let's bring you over here, and you can see what this looks like. Oh yes, so good. All right, and then, oh, and it smells even better. I wish you had smell-o-vision so that you could smell this. It is phenomenal. So I'm gonna dish a little bit up. We're gonna have a bite together. We'll see what you think. A little more of that broth. Then we're gonna do just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Okay, and we're going to add just a little bit of our pepper sauce over the top. If you have any leftover cilantro, you can just do a little spritz of fresh cilantro on top. And my friends, here we have it. You got the shrimp, you got the fish, you got those nice big pieces of bell pepper that are nice and sweet and savory, garlic. So let's try a bite and see what we think. Oh, friends, if you make this dish, I guarantee you're gonna love it. It's good. I love it. Best dish ever.